sleep, I need peace. What's wrong with me? Mind racing, heart pacing. I feel caged in, I need sleep, that's a fact. Well, ease your mind with Nightcap for the Insomniacs. Lay down, listen deep, breathe with ease. Count sheep, you're at peace, now you're fast asleep.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Jasmine Carter, and welcome back to another episode of Nightcap for the Insomniacs, a show, a podcast, background noise, whatever you want to call it, dedicated to people who suffer from sleepless nights. We're gonna talk about a whole bunch of random stuff. It could be funny. It could be informational. Either way, it don't matter because I can't sleep, and neither can you. The first thing I want you to do is get in the bed. Get in the bed right now, okay? That's why you can't sleep, because you're on that phone. Okay? Get in the bed, lay it down. If you already laying down, stay laying down. Turn the brightness down off your phone. Turn the brightness down off the iPad. Turn the brightness off of the tablet, the laptop, whatever you're watching this on. You don't even need to see me. Okay? Turn it around. Turn it around. Okay? You don't need to see me. You just need to hear me. Get in the bed. And if you ain't got no bed, get in whatever you lay on. Get on the couch. Put your seat back in the car. Okay? And I want you to take a deep breath in. I want you to let it go. One more. And let it go. Now, what we up for tonight? What's on your mind? You know you need sleep. You need sleep if you want to be healthy anywhere in your life. You want a healthy body, mind, soul. All of it starts with sleep. Creativity, all of it starts with sleep. Growing, it all starts with sleep. But because you can't sleep, we'll talk about a couple things. Why I think you're probably up. Maybe somebody said something to you that just ain't sitting right with you. Maybe you're struggling about your finances. Maybe you're afraid if you go to sleep you'll die. Maybe you had a bad dream. Oh, either way, whatever it is that you're running from, you worrying about it ain't gonna change it. You not going to sleep, it ain't gonna change it. Some things are just inevitable. All things, in a way. It's part of your journey. So, whatever it is you're going through, you got to go through it to be the person that you said you want to be. I personally do not believe that anything happens on accident. Even the things that are just, why, God? It's not by accident. I do believe that sometimes the choices you make ain't always the best one. But if you're making decisions as best as you can based on who you are in that moment, then there's no such thing as a mistake. Everything you do or don't do is going to get you where you need to go. The person that you think you are, the person that you say you are, the person that you are destined to be, everything that is happening to you, good and bad, is on that journey. You know? I used to be like, why are these things happening to me? As a victim mindset. And when you play victim mindset, you're going to always be a victim. And you always are going to be something bad is happening to you. Versus the things that happen to you that's not really ideal, not your desired outcome. And you're just like, that happened. Okay. And how do we move on from that? Versus woe is me. Like, woe is me, you always gonna be a target. I see a lot of people, like, specifically, a lot of people, like, struggle mentally as far as relationships are concerned. And it's just gonna be what it is, So say the things you want to say. Feel the things you want to feel. Like, if you gotta, me personally, if I got to play a strategic game, like, oh, I gotta pretend I don't like them as much as I do, or I got to like them more, or I can't say this, or I can't argue because I want it to work, then you're not living truthfully, and it's just not gonna work, because who wants to live like that? You can only pretend for so long. Some people are good at pretend. They're good pretenders. They pretend for years, but eventually it comes out. If you're afraid that if you state your boundaries that he gonna walk away, or she gonna walk away, or they gonna walk away, then that's not the person that's supposed to be with you anyway. Don't that sound crazy when you think about it? If I tell this person that I don't like this and I'm uncomfortable, they're going to leave me, so I can't say anything. So now you got to be uncomfortable? That sounds crazy out loud, don't it? It's crazy. Say the things you want to say. It's your life. There's just people in it, But it's you. You're the main character. The rest of these people are NPCs. You set the tone. You set the thing for the catalyst of what you want, It's crazy. I see a lot of people, like, when like a talking stage fails or relationship fails, I don't really consider it failure, but when it doesn't go the way that they want, they immediately go, oh, that was a waste of time. Well, if you say so. And the fact that you said it's a waste of time, you didn't learn the thing you were supposed to learn from that, so it's going to happen again. And it's going to keep happening until you learn it. Nothing is a waste of time. Unless you specifically, like, this is not for me. This is not for me, and I'm going to do it anyway. Now, that is a waste of time. But not everything, and just because you like somebody, it doesn't mean that y'all just going to be together. People are allowed to change their mind. They didn't waste your time. People try. They try to date, and then they're not ready. That's not a waste of time. People date you, they get to know you, and they realize you're not for them. That's not a waste of time. What a waste of time would be is if I'm dating and I feel like I'm not ready and I continue to date you, that's a waste of time. Or if I know that you're not for me and I continue to date you, that's a waste of time. But if we're honest and we're getting to know each other, and then one person decides that we don't want to do it anymore, they didn't waste your time. They just realized what they wanted or what they could or can't handle, or they changed their mind, and that's okay, because that just gets them out of the way to get you in the way of somebody who's actually supposed to be with you. I remember I was talking to this girl, and I wasn't particularly ready to do anything serious or long term, but I didn't feel like that meant I wasn't allowed to date. You know what I mean? Because I was like, okay, I might not be ready for a relationship right in this moment, but I am ready to put the energy towards doing that and getting there eventually, right? So I tell her this, and she was like, and things got a little weird a little bit. I started to get confused because I knew that I liked her, but I just didn't feel like, I don't know what I was feeling, but it wasn't right. And I wasn't confident enough in what it was that I was feeling. I couldn't point it out, so I didn't walk away. And we still was very early in the talking stage, but we came on to each other real strong. And she was like, man, you giving, and I communicated, was like, I don't really know what's going on, And she was like, well, what do you want? Do you want to continue talking to me? I was like, yes and no. Yes, because I like you, but no, as in there's a disconnect somewhere. But I'm conflicted. And I should have just been, like, just walked away, of course. Should have just been like, bruh, just walk away from this. But I just wasn't ready. And then we tried to talk again, because she was like, we should just stop talking. And I didn't really feel that. That's not what I felt, really. I didn't feel confident in that. And I don't, And we tried to talk again, and it just wasn't working. And she kept asking me what I wanted. I was like, I don't know. I honestly wasn't thinking about a relationship because when I was thinking about the near future in my life, and when I like sleep at night and I manifest, I never think about a relationship. I'm always thinking about my career, but I am open to the idea of being with someone. And I'm telling this to her, and I'm like, well, what do you want? And she was like, she told me what she wanted. She wanted a relationship. She wanted to find her person. She wanted to, date with intention and start the process of getting married. And she was like, well, do you want that? I was like, eventually, but not like in this moment. And then she had said all these things, like she wanted to have kids by this age, and she was already in her 30s. And I was like, well, you got to get on it. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel that way. You know exactly what you want, and I don't. So I said, I think, I was like, actually, I don't think, I know you are blocking your blessings by dealing with me. I'm saying that about myself. I said, look, you're blocking your blessings by dealing with me. The person that you say that you want is probably on the other side of me, but you blocking your blessings dealing with me. And she was like, no, da 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 da. I'm like, yes, you are, because you already know what you want. I don't. You sitting there asking me, do I know if I can marry a woman? I was like, I don't know. I was like, I don't even know if I can be monogamous to a man, because it never really happened. Like the time I was monogamous with a man, he wasn't monogamous with me. Like all of these things, I don't know. I simply don't know. But you know. So you should go and get that, is what I'm saying. That's what I said to her. I said, you should go and get it. You know exactly what you want. You should work towards that. You shouldn't be wasting your time blocking your blessings dealing with me. And she got offended. And I'm like, I'm saying this about myself, right? So eventually we stopped talking. And do you know that she's with the person that she said that she wanted? Literally immediately, like a month after we stopped talking, she attracted the person that is her forever person. And it was crazy because when I was telling her, like, your person might be on the other side of me, and you over here wasting your time with me and trying to help me figure out what I want, and you feel like, because she felt that I was supposed to know exactly what I wanted because, like, I don't know, because of my age, I guess. And I was like, well, that's an unrealistic expectation, because it doesn't matter what the ages of a person. You don't really know where they come from. It's cool to say that you should have your things together by 40, but that's not always the case. You don't know where that 40-year-old came from. You don't know if they was in a Stockholm Syndrome marriage or whatever the case may be. People are just simply trying to figure it out, and they need time. And if you know what you want, stop dealing with people who don't. And then tell them that they're the problem. No, they already told you. They don't really know what's going on, and they're trying their best. And you're putting this pressure on them because you know what you want and you're ready, and they're not moving or operating at the rate that you want them to. And now you like, well, you wasted my time. No, you wasted your time. Because I told you that I didn't know. And you pretended to be okay with that, because us as people are trying so hard to change people. And we're pick-me's. We want people to like us. We want people to choose us. Because maybe our fathers didn't. Maybe our mothers didn't. Or maybe the teacher didn't. Or whatever. You was the youngest of, when you was a middle child. I don't know. But you need to pick yourself. And your wants and your desires. Ain't nobody gonna pick you if you ain't gonna pick you. It just ain't gonna happen. How? You won't even choose yourself. So how you expect me to choose you? Talking about myself. I didn't even choose myself. How I expect anybody to choose me? So, literally, after she stopped playing with herself and really got to it, she was able to attract the person that she wanted to be with. So I said all of that to say, stop. It's a waste of time, because you know you're not supposed to be there, but you're so busy trying to change a person to make them what you want. They're simply not that. Believe people when they tell you who they are. Everything that comes out of their mouth, believe it. Believe it. I don't care if their actions say something different. Believe what comes out of their mouth too. That's important. That's important. Especially when it's saying the opposite. When they like, oh, I like you. When they telling you, I don't know what I want. I don't know if I want you. But then when y'all together, they're affectionate. Nobody has time for the confusion. And I'm saying that about myself because I've done it. Stop letting people waste your time. They're never going to choose you. Stop trying to prove to people that you deserve to be chose. You do. But you need to choose you first and be like, this does not serve me. This is not right. I don't want to live this way. I don't want to live in confusion. I want somebody who knows they want me and shows me that and tells me that, and then you will get it. It's like as soon as you put one down, you could pick the other one up. Literally everybody. I'm not even kidding when I say this. Every person that I've dated or tried to date or that I've been with, when they're done with me, when we're no longer dating or dealing with each other, they find their person. Every single one. Every single person that I've been in a relationship with, I've dated, I've tried to date, whatever, they found their person after me. The next person was it. I know you liked him. I know it feels good. But if you're confused, let it go. If you're confused, they're telling you one thing and their actions say something else, let it go. No one has time for that. You deserve somebody who's all about you. And I told that girl that too. I said, you deserve everything you said that you want. I can't give it to you. And if someone is saying that to you, why would you, talking to y'all, why would you go, I'm going to stay? They just said they cannot give you what you want. Not only have they said it, they've showed it. They're not going to give it to you. It's simply not. So why are you trying to force it? You mess around, you stay long enough, and you're gonna hurt yourself. They're gonna hurt you, but it's really you hurting yourself. Because you could have walked away a long time ago, but you're being stubborn. And it's goofy, and you don't deserve that. Let it go. Let it go, bro. Let it go. That's exhausting. It's exhausting. When you know what you want and the other person don't, and you sitting there trying to convince them, you might wait long enough and you get it, and you be like, this wasn't really worth it. And you wasted your time. So go on and let it go, bruh. Y'all ever seen that meme where God asking the little girl for the teddy bear, and she's like holding on to it, and there's an even bigger teddy bear behind his back? Anybody who makes you cry on the regular, anybody who got your anxiety through the roof, got you having panic attacks, got you outside your character, got your mental health all over the place in shambles, and got you having the same type of argument over and over again, and you need constant justification on where you guys are, that is not your person. I remember I thought a person who had literally pushed me to the brink of suicide, I still thought that was my person. Is something wrong with me? What? You think about it. Somebody who's driven you to wanting to no longer be living. Someone who had you anxious and you lost weight because you couldn't sleep and you was crying and you made yourself sick because you've been crying all night and throwing up, and you don't trust them, and you going through their phone and they say one thing and their actions say another, and they don't call you. You have to call them. They don't take you out. They don't show up for you. They don't support you. They don't do any of that. And you say that that's the person you want? What happened to you? Who hurt you? Why do you think that? Why do you equate that to love? What happened in your childhood that made you think that that was okay? What made you think that love was toxic? Think about that. When you listen to music and you hear like old school love songs, they don't never say, baby, you got me so anxious, I want to kill myself. Where you at? They don't never say that. They don't ever say that. It said, love has truly been good to me. Not even a sad day. You're so amazing to be loved. So amazing to be loved. I follow you to the moon and the sky above. That's what they say. They say, your eyes say things that I never hear from you, and my knees are shaking too. But I'm willing to go through. If only for one night. That's what they say. Until the end of time, I'll be there for you. You are my heart and mind. I truly adore you. Adore, Prince. That's what they say. They say, I want to run to you. Whitney Houston. That's what they say. And you over here finna die. Because he won't text you back. Or she won't call you. And that's the person you want to be with. Whoo, child. I want to read something to y'all. Know your worth, babe. Know your worth. Know your worth. So, I started writing some things. And I want to share some of this writing with y'all. And, what? Wow. Okay, wow. It says, sometimes I lower my standards. I swipe endlessly on dating apps. I'm heartbroken. I just want to feel and not feel at the same time. It has become too much to bear. I mark my body with tattoos to distract me from the pain. And although I know he won't last long and he means nothing to me and I mean nothing to him, it feels better than the shards of my broken heart that I wear on my sleeve for everyone to see. I just need something, one thing, anything to save me from me. Oh. Here's another one. I should have left you where you were, in the trash. I must have been pretty desperate to double back and dumpster dive. I never had the trash until today. You disrespected me in my own house. You overstayed your welcome. You overstepped. You crossed the line. I blocked you. I chose that day that I was done. Done until I wasn't. You called and I came running back to you when you're just like everyone else. You meant nothing to me. You disrespected me and her in the presence of everyone else. I thought I had control, but how could I when I was out of it? Control, that is. One drink led to too many. You took me home to the place I swore you were no longer allowed. I wasn't thinking about the person I had who was good to me and couldn't stand you. Before we could even make the mistake, you disrespected me again. Your norm asked you to clarify, which gave you the opportunity to disrespect me again, and you did. Get out. I chose me in that moment. I'm done for real this time. Disrespecting myself and going back on my word led me led me to the most embarrassing day of my life. I was locked out of my house, unable to communicate with those who care for me, all because I chose disrespect over love. I almost lost it. I almost ruined it. In some cases, I did. The trust was gone after my confession of how me ignoring my instincts led to me being locked out of my house for 6 hours. You think I learned my lesson? I didn't. Mm. 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 I found myself looking for the one at every event and every man that I feel may be my type. Is he my husband? Or maybe it's him. Is it someone I least expect? I'm overthinking it. You say you find it when you least expect it. Well, how long is that going to take? Everyone around me is falling in love and getting married. I was the last everything else, puberty, losing my virginity. I don't want to be last of this. If I'm going to do it, I only want to do it once. I want to do it right. I want it to be real. I want it to be authentic. I want it to be magical. I want it to be worth it. That's a manifesto. Let me know if y'all like these little writings and whatever. I don't know. I don't know if these short stories were... I guess I was just writing. Ah. Oh. Let's see what this one's talking about. This one say, I don't even remember saying the things that I've been saying recently. I don't even remember feeling like I wanted to be in love. I don't remember ever feeling exhausted when unnecessary connections or lack thereof. I didn't believe in marriage. I didn't believe in relationships. I didn't believe in love. Or so I thought. That was just a mask. That was just projections. That was just a vest I wore for protection. Protection for my heart. If I say these things, then maybe one day I would actually mean it. When in reality, it was never in me. I deserve love because I'm so loving. I deserve care because I'm so caring. I deserve commitment because I am committed. I deserve the world because I give it. Do we like these? I like these. Oh. I forgive myself, but I don't forgive you. I can't. I've tried. You don't deserve it. Grace doesn't exist when you fall from it. You fell. That was on you. I forgive myself for allowing me to endure you. I forgive myself for not knowing my worth. I forgive myself for not believing I deserve better. I forgive myself for not knowing that it was okay to walk away for any reason. I forgive myself for trusting you more than me and my instinct. I forgive myself for loving you even when I wasn't supposed to. I forgive myself for allowing you to take me for granted. I forgive myself for putting you over me. I forgive myself for begging to be seen. I forgive myself for everything I've done and didn't do in regards to you. Maybe one day I'll forgive you, but it'll be for me, not for you. A bar. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, what am I talking about? This one, I know who this one's about. All I can think about is one of your lips on mine, gentle and soft. The taste of coconut lime chapstick. Together we make pina colada. I feel your soul reach mine. I crave the feeling of you towering over me. I look up to you. You look down on me, but never look down on me. You embrace me. It's warm and safe in your arms. I feel protected. You hold me tight. Never wanted to let go of me. That makes two of us. You caress my body before your hands land on the small of my back. Go lower, I think. You must have read my mind, because you do. I could light a city with the amount of electricity you got going through my body. You gaze into my eyes. I break the eye contact because it's kind of vulnerability I'm not used to. Look at me. It's more of a demand. I do. You're beautiful, as are you. You lean in and kiss me deep. I can feel you down on my toes. My knees buckle. You hold me to keep me from falling. Symbolic. I trust you to hold me up. And you do. Your breath matches mine. We're in sync. I tip my head one way, you go the other. It's like we're dancing with our tongues, only a dance we know. I follow you, and you me, following the other blind while trusting the other to lead. Ooh, child. Wow. Okay, this last one for real. Let me know if y'all like these, bro, because I wrote these. I don't want you. You don't want me either. Neither one of us will end it. Neither one of us wants to deal with ourselves. You're a distraction from myself. I mean, I'm tired of healing. I'm tired of being better. Sometimes I just want to have mindless fun. Relieve me from me. That's what you are. You're soothing. You're soothing. There's no pressure. With you, I don't have to be anything. I can just breathe. That's the only thing I like about you. Everything else is minuscule. I don't know anything about you. I like it that way. That way I'm not attached to you. How can I be attached if I don't even know your name? So I sip this drink, ignore my responsibilities. Just for the moment, I'm with you. My thoughts are loud, but with you, they're mute. Thank you. I think they're good, but that's just me. Y'all let me know. I think that's it for today. Hopefully you're asleep, and if you're not, let me knock you out. If you're not asleep yet, just close your eyes, and we're gonna breathe in. We're gonna let it go. I'm gonna breathe in one more time. Hold it, and let it go. Know that you are loved. Know that you are worthy. Know that you deserve all things that you say that you want and more. Know that you deserve the world and you should have it, but you got to give it to yourself first. Know that you are worthy of being chosen, but you got to choose you first. Know that everything you want in this life is yours. All you got to do is declare it. I hope that you know that you're loved. I hope you feel happy. I hope you go to sleep. I'm Jasmine Carter. Have a good night.
I need peace. What's wrong with me? Mind racing, heart pacing. I feel caged in. I need sleep, that's a fact. Well, ease your mind with Nightcap for the Insomniacs. Lay down, listen deep, breathe with ease. Count sheep, you're at peace. Now you're fast asleep.